continue with that laudation of the Mother of God. Rejoice, bush that burnt, that was not consumed. Rejoice, chalice of mystical theology. Rejoice, the glory of God. Rejoice, the gate of heaven. These hymns that we sing praising the Mother of God, as we heard in the Synaxarion, that this was composed in the city of Constantinople, which is itself is dedicated by St. Constantine to the Holy Theotokos, the Mother of God. That these hymns were sung during the time of tribulations, when the city of Constantinople was delivered, not just once, but at least 3 times and perhaps more. We look at the history of the city of Constantinople from enemies that were routed. It says a great storm arose. Another time, the robe of the Holy Theotokos was put into the sea, the Bosphorus Sea there. When the robe of the Theotokos was put into the waters, the waters themselves boiled, and the enemy that tried to come into the waters were destroyed. So there are many instances of the Mother of God preserving her city. In the fall, we celebrate the feast of the protection of the Mother of God. The same story is given there again. But what does it mean for us today? Well, it means a number of things. First of all, it means that the Mother of God, the Mother of Christ, is the mother of the Christian people. That our Lord Jesus Christ has shared his mother, his own personal mother, with us. So all Christians have the Holy Virgin Mary, the Theotokos, as our own mother. St. Paisius always called the Theotokos mother. When he addressed the Mother of God in prayer, he said, Mother, help me. Mother, preserve me. Mother, grant me what I need for the benefit of others. When he needed to help somebody, he would always say, I need to talk to my mother first. And the first people didn't understand that, because they knew that the mother of St. Paisius had reposed already. And they said, why is he talking to his mother? His mother's not... He meant the Mother of God. He had such a relationship with the Holy Virgin Theotokos that he expressed to her that she herself was his mother. So the Mother of God throughout all the centuries, in all different lands, we know this. We read in church history how many icons, different kinds of icons of the Mother of God, how many different places, how many different nations that the Mother of God has visited and defended and protected the people there, that has given them consolation, that has helped them to come out of the difficulties, the waters of affliction, as the hymnology says. The waters of affliction don't only overcome and try to inundate nations and peoples, but also us individuals. And the Mother of God doesn't only care for cities and nations, but the Mother of God cares for all of us individually. We know this if we, again, read the lives of the saints. St. Paisius, St. Paulus, St. Dimitri of Rostov, St. Seraphim Sarov, St. Silouan of Madathos, and even St. Mary of Egypt. That St. Mary of Egypt found her recourse to repentance and salvation through the intercession of the Mother of God. And so the Mother of God, she comes to saints, she comes to sinners. That she is the mother of the Christian race. She is not content to be in heaven and to do nothing. That she is the one who always intercedes for us, the one who cares for us. As a mother cares for her children, the Mother of God cares for us. And so it behooves us not only to study church history, but even more importantly, the lives of the saints. And see how the Mother of God came into the lives of the saints and came into the lives of the sinners. There's an icon called Unexpected Joy. This icon is celebrated in December, it's celebrated in January. And this icon, it was the icon that was possessed by a criminal. And this criminal was a criminal. He robbed, he did bad things. But he always prayed to the Mother of God before this icon. And the Mother of God gradually softened his heart so that he would see the enormity of his sinfulness and what he was doing. It wasn't an overnight conversion. The life of St. Mary of Egypt was not an overnight conversion. But the Mother of God worked in those sinners to bring them to firm and safe ground. It's the same thing with us. The Mother of God is the protectress of the Christian race. She's the protectress of each one of us. That she advocates for us. She intercedes for us. She loves us, in other words. And so we need to go to the Mother of God. When the city of Constantinople was attacked, the people were wise. They did 3 things. First, before the attack, they went to the churches, they filled the churches, and they kept all night vigils asking for the Mother of God to deliver them. When the city was being attacked, they persevered in their prayer. The soldiers were out on the walls fighting, but the people were in the church praying. And when the deliverance came, and it always didn't come, but when it did come, when the deliverance came, the people went back to the churches and they offered the laudations and praises to the Mother of God. It's the same thing with us in our personal life. That we need to go to the Mother of God on the eve of troubles. When we know that things are not right, and things could and need to be improved and bettered in our life spiritually. That we go to the Mother of God before things become a big mess. And then we're in the time of affliction, sorrow, oppression, difficulty, temptation, sickness, whatever the circumstances are, that we continue fervently in prayer. And then when we receive the remedy that God deems for us, whatever that remedy is, that we go back and we glorify God and thank the Holy Theotokos for the deliverance that we've received. The great hymn, O Victorious Leader of Triumphant Host, this wonderful hymn, it should always be on our lips. It should be part of our daily fabric of our daily prayers. This wonderful hymn, O Victorious Leader of Triumphant Host. May the Mother of God enable us as she enabled all the holy nations and cities and peoples and individuals, saints and sinners alike, and the Holy Theotokos enable us to complete this course of fast in all righteousness. Amen.